You never forget your first, right? Your first pet as a kid, your first car, and you really never forget your first encounter with a ghost, right? Not where you thought I was going with that? Well, it's not that kind of show, folks, so get your mind out of the gutter. We're talking today on Brand Vision Marketing's Brand Boost about being first in the consumer's mind. That is where the true battleground for marketing success, for branding success, lies, in the consumer's mind. It's not about likes, it's not about shares, it's not even about market share. It's about being first within a category in the consumer's mind. Often said, and I agree with this wholeheartedly, that being first in a category is the most important aspect for marketing success. I'm not going to argue that at all. I will, however, take it a step further. Being first in the mind in a category is the most important aspect of building a successful brand. Not necessarily first in a category. After all, there are many examples of those companies that have been first to market that didn't quite pan out, at least not in the long haul. DuMont, for instance, invented the first TV set in 1938. Hurley was the first to market with a washing machine in 1907. The first automobile, Duryea, in 1893. Now, I don't know about you, but I bought a TV recently, and DuMont wasn't an option for me. It's been a while since I bought a washing machine, but there's not a Hurley sitting in my laundry room. And Duryea, do they make a hybrid, do you think? No, they don't, because they don't make anything anymore. None of those companies won the battle for placement in their category in the long term, despite being first to market. So why? I'm not sure if it was a lack of resources, lack of marketing prowess, maybe it was just bad luck, who knows, but indeed, each was the first to hit the market with revolutionary consumer items, and each failed at least in terms of long-term success. Now, maybe these companies failed because they didn't succeed where it truly matters, and that is winning the battle for the consumer's mind. They were first in the category, but they didn't quite make it into the consumer's mind. And let's face it, that's a tricky place to conquer. It's crowded up here, right? It's often incredibly irrational, especially in the new categories they were dealing with. And the challenges are many. I mean, from a marketing perspective alone, the challenges are intense. But conquering the consumer's mind is one of, if not the most important components to winning the marketing game. So let's look at an example, a local example. KUB, Knoxville Utility Board, is a local utilities provider, gas, electric, water. They're known for each of these and known pretty well in the metro. This is a utilities company, all right? Now, many utility companies are nonprofit. KUB is very much for-profit. So when it comes to a brand identity in the marketplace for a utilities company that is for-profit, they're already in a hole, right? I mean, consumers readily notice rate hikes that extend beyond inflation, right? Power outages are common. Bottom line is, when you notice a utilities company, it's kind of like utilities companies should be like referees, right? You don't notice the good ones. Well, this one gets noticed a lot. And it gets noticed because of those rate hikes, because of those common power outages that just happen even though it's a 70-degree sunny day or something. So it's getting noticed for all the wrong reasons, and branding a utilities company like this is difficult anyway. Well, recently, within the last year, this particular utilities company started offering fiber internet service. And the thinking, I'm sure, is why not, right? I mean, most of the city, most of the area is wired for fiber optic online access. So we're there anyway with being wired throughout the city. So why not tap into that and expand the brand's offering, right? Well, not a bad idea, certainly. but they haven't done too well. And they're spending a lot of money on advertising to jumpstart this offering. But I think they're probably going to need to spend a lot more to get any significant market share. In the consumer's mind, KUB owns certain positions like electric, gas, water, utilities. They don't own the term internet. They don't own the term communication, for that matter. And it takes quite a leap from the average consumer's mind to go from water to internet. So it's kind of like they fell for the trap. Hey, we're KUB. Everybody knows us. Let's use that name recognition and tap into this fiber market too. And again, that's an idea that sells well in the boardroom, but it hasn't found too much success. And here's the problem. People do know KUB, but they know them for traditional utilities, not internet connectivity. The space they have carved out in the consumer's mind involves water, not internet. Further, too many people dislike this company because they are a for-profit utilities company and they dominate the market in a near monopolistic mode. So you see rate hikes that are unexplained. You see, power outages and things like that. So how do you navigate this if you're a local company that is, let's face it, battling national companies and also despised company like AT&T? How do you maneuver around that? And the answer is very simply, start a new company. Start with a fresh, new, clean slate, a blank slate in the minds of the consumers. Now you can own fiber internet. You can own that position in the consumer's mind, but you can also carve out a specific niche within ownership of that category by saying you're the local option for providing fiber internet. If you need to show some type of tech advantage by associating yourself with KUB, powered by KUB, or something like that in a tagline, that's doable, certainly. But that would give them the fresh start they need. That would help them separate from this utilities mindset that the consumer has and move in a direction of local fiber internet access. So, look, Battle for the Mind is a tough one. Just ask Hurley, just ask Duryea, ask Dumont, ask KUB for that matter. It's a tough one. It's well worth it. And you say, well, I'm a dentist. I'm a personal injury attorney. I'm facing hundreds of competitors that do exactly what I do. How am I supposed to be first in the category, period? I'm not first in the category. How am I supposed to be first in the consumer's mind? Well, it goes back to that formula of distinction, standing out in a relevant and meaningful way to the consumer, in a way that truly matters to them, and continuity from touch point to touch point. Find those elements, find those aspects, and you could be well on your way to carving out a niche within an overarching category, but carving out your own niche in the consumer's mind in a way that is very profitable and very meaningful to you down the road. Have questions? Email us at info@brandvisionmarketing.com or visit brandvisionmarketing.com today to schedule a free discovery session. Thanks for listening to this episode of Brand Vision Marketing's Brand Boost, and we'll see you soon.